Hi, this is Carl with the Small Biz Thoughts Technology Community. Welcome to the news for June 2023. We had an amazing May, and of course we're going to have an amazing summer, but May was certainly very, very busy. We started off with a roundtable with Kelly Holmstrom, who does work with decisioning, and she is a technical person, technical advisor. And so that's such a great event. If you missed it, please do yourself a favor. Go to the community menu within the Small Biz Thoughts Technology Community. Do the drop down, go to Roundtables, and check out Kelly's recorded roundtable. It was really great, and I know that you'll get a lot out of it. The people who attended did get a lot out of it. Coming up in June, we have a new roundtable, of course. Andrew Crawford is going to join us. So one day I'm cruising along through the finance pages at Yahoo, and I see an article about artificial intelligence, and most importantly, this was about best practices and acceptable use policies for AI. I'm like, oh, this sounds really great. I need this. It's very timely. All right. And I click into it and I start reading and I see, oh, wait a minute. I know this guy. This is by Andrew Crawford, who is on the legislative committee for the National Society of IT Service Providers. I see him all the time online. And so he's got this whole article that he got printed there. And so I pinged him and I said, hey, what's the deal here? And he said, oh, I put out a press release. And so I invited him to come and join us and talk about PR for his security service, and how he does press releases and how he gets the word out so that he can cast a wide net, and he doesn't have to just do marketing inside of his town, but he can do marketing anywhere, and he gets the media to help him do his marketing. So that sounds like exactly the kind of thing you should be doing. So join us on the roundtable. And by the way, if you're a new member, the roundtable is on the first Thursday of each month, with very few exceptions. And we always try to get somebody who's interesting. Sometimes it's people who are outside of our industry. It's always something where I think it's educational and that you'll get a lot out of it. And so usually we get a few dozen people on there and we talk to somebody, and usually it's about an hour, and then the guest, we give them the opportunity to leave. And then we have our regular Thursday meeting. So those links are always in your community. Just go to the community drop down at the top of the Small Biz Thoughts Technology Community, and I promise you, you won't miss a thing. Now, also recorded in May of 2023, we had our every 3-year SMB Online Conference. So about 75 people from this community joined us at the SMB Online Conference. So a little over 75 people. Thank you for that. All of you who did not make it to the conference or only saw a little bit of it, all of those are recorded right now. So over at smbonlineconference.com, you can log in and you will be able to see all of the recordings for all of the events over the entire 2-day period. I have really enjoyed talking to people who will say, oh, Amy Babachak was the best, Stephanie Chandler was the best, John Armato was the best. Everybody's got their favorite. Some people really loved the hour-long session, all Q&A, panel discussion of mergers and acquisitions. Some people did a shout out to Jeff Ponce on telecom and adding a variety of things to your line card, and on and on and on. We really work very, very hard to give you 15 amazing speakers and hours of great training and education. This is designed to help you improve your business, right? There's no BS here. We had one sponsor, Asigra, and Eric Simmons did a great job of talking about tightening your security and how you need to go to your clients and talk about this, because it is no longer your grandfather's security system or disaster recovery system. So anyway, it's all designed to make you more successful. So please go get that content. And what you do First of all, if you go to SMBOnlineConference.com, chances are pretty good you're already registered. So just put in your email. If you don't have a password, get a password reset and you are in. If you're not registered for whatever reason, some of you have joined our community in the last 2 weeks. Thank you very much. You're going to need to register. Either we can register you or you can register yourself. Over by your name in the upper right-hand corner on the community, you're going to see a little $sign. That's where your discounts are. Click the $sign, get the code, go over to SMBOnlineConference.com, and you can register there. If it says you're already registered, that's cool. Go do the password reset. If you want us to register you, just send us a note. Send it to Kara or Concierge or to me, and one of us will take care of you, I promise, in short order. There's a lot of education there. Now, the 2020 conference contents are all already inside the community. So they're text searchable, they're title searchable. You can look at recorded webinars. You'll see we have tons and tons and tons of information. I know it can be overwhelming. So just remember, we also have on our menu roadmaps. Those roadmaps are intended to be shortcuts to help you get to specific information as quickly as possible. A great example is the employee onboarding roadmap. Now, we updated that this year because we had people who were like, oh, I'm having trouble finding really good employees. How do I find good employees in this very strange environment? So we updated the roadmap. I updated content on the site and updated the roadmap. Basically, the roadmaps are your kind of shortcut to get started with finding information. We know that we have an overwhelming amount of information. I gotta say, I'm proud of that, but it makes it overwhelming for you. So we put those in place to help you get your value out of the community. I'm just like anybody else. I need you to get value out of this. Otherwise, you're going to send me a note and say, Carl, I'm not doing anything. I'm not taking any classes. I'm not doing what I need to do. So go get your value out of the community. A big piece of the value you get is over at IT Service Provider University, which I also own. There's a code, again, in your discounts. There's a code that allows you to go over there and register for free. Remember, you get to take one class at a time. So if you want your employees to take classes, there's a discount code that allows them to get $300 off, which means they can take a class for only $99. Now, the truth is, if you're super small and you only have 1 or 2 employees, then I don't care if you share your logon. You can download books and you can share them with your employees, and you can take one class at a time over at itspu.com. But remember, if your employee logs on as you and makes a comment on a forum or rates some of the content or makes comments on or evaluations for anything online, it's going to look like you. So just make sure you know that. Also, over at ITSPU, if your employee uses your logon, it's going to look like you took that class. And so it'll build your transcript, but it won't build your employee's transcript. It won't help them with certification. So I recommend that you go ahead and pay the $99, which is very cheap. Go let them take that class for $300 off, and that way they build their transcript. They take the classes in their name. They've got their own logon so that they can go and review those materials again and again. And in fact, when the class is offered again, they can take it at no additional charge at that time. Now, if you have a larger staff, I've had a few people email me, what is the deal with the team and when should I use the team opportunity? So teams are intended for people really who have 4, 5, 6 or more employees. Team membership's about $3,300. It allows you to have up to 10 logons. You manage the logons for your team and you determine who gets them, but basically it allows you to have 10 simultaneous logons, each in their own name, so they can make comments in the forums and they can rate the content and they can have their own list of their favorites and that sort of thing. And most importantly, it allows those 10 people to each go take all of the classes over at IT Service Provider University. We have 26 classes, and we're adding new classes, including 3 classes on business strategy, including Manuel Polachuk's, that starts this week. So all of those classes are available to anybody who's inside the community. If you have a team membership, it's available for your entire team. It's important that everybody on your team take these classes and not just the owner. The classes are intended to make everybody on your team understand why managed services is a business model and why you're practicing it and why everybody needs to understand all the rules and regulations that go around with managed services. So anyway, take advantage of the training, take advantage of the opportunity to get your team involved. If you have any questions, send a note to me or to Kara, and we'll be happy to help you out. If you need a one-on-one conversation about how your team should get involved with training and so forth, I'll be happy to get on a Zoom call with you and just sort of work through a plan to help your team get educated and certified as quickly as possible. Note to community members that the price is going up in July. You're okay, you're all good. I just want to encourage you, you will not have a price increase. People who are not yet members will see that the price goes up $100 in July. If you are already a member, then you are locked into that price for life. So if you're not a member, join in June. You will lock into the current pricing for life. In July, the price is going to go up. So this is your opportunity to save a little money and lock in that savings forever. I think that's about it. Tons and tons of content. Again, I know that we have an overwhelming amount of content. If you haven't downloaded all of the books, there's more than 20 books you can download and listen to. You can put them on your Kindle, you can put them on your iPad, you can do whatever you need to do. It's all there for you. Please go get your value out of the community. I know there are communities that charge for every little thing you do, and there are communities that will charge you 10, 15, sometimes 30 times as much as I do for great content. And their content is great. But I have to say, our content is pretty great as well. So please go get your value from the community. Try to do at least one thing a month, and you will run out of content in 10,000 months. So please go get your value out of the community. And if you have any questions about anything, just send us a note. With that, I look forward to seeing you at the Roundtable on June 1st. I will look forward to seeing you at Manuel's class on business strategy, and I look forward to seeing you online at our next meeting.